Learn Spanish. Preposition por. Hola. In this video, I am going to talk about the preposition por. Por has many meanings in English. For example, for, from, because of, by, and many more. It is better to learn the uses of por. Por is used to talk about movement or travel, as in Estoy buscando un apartamento por toda la ciudad. I am looking for an apartment all over town. It is also used to mean through, along, by, or in the area of. An example, el gato entró por la ventana. The cat went through the window. In addition, you can use it to talk about a location. For example, por la calle Miranda hay muchos restaurantes. There are many restaurants on Miranda Street. Por is also used to show changes, as in the case of nos quedamos en Mérida por 3 semanas. We stay in Mérida for 3 weeks. But that's not all. We also use it to express cause or reason. An example, por falta de dinero, el pobre come basura. Because of lack of money, the poor eats garbage. But that is not the only thing we use por. We use it to express gratitude or apology. Like when we say, gracias por la ayuda. Thanks for the help. When we want to express multiplication, division, we use por. Here is an example. 2 por 2 son 4. 2 times 2 equals 4. Sometimes we use it for velocity, frequency, and proportion. An example could be voy al restaurante 5 veces por semana. I go to the restaurant 5 times per week. That is an example for frequency. You can use it to express means of communication or transportation, as when you say, las cajas van por barco. The boxes go by ship. Or, me gusta hablar por teléfono. I like to talk by phone. You might see it to express time of day, as in when we say estamos en casa por la tarde. We are at home in the afternoon. When you go shopping, you use it to talk about exchange, including sales, as in ella me da $10 por el libro. She gives me $10 for the book. There are times when we use for to mean on behalf of or in favor of. An example could be no voté por nadie. I didn't vote for anyone. I know, you've seen it maybe when length of time has been expressed. Here is an example. Yo estudio todos los días por 2 horas. I study every day for 2 hours. But I also bet that you've seen it expressed in an undetermined or general time, meaning during. Like in se puede ver las estrellas por la noche. One can see the stars during the night. So what happens when you have to make a choice? when you want to express communication or transportation. Well, you can do that. You can say, prefiero viajar por tren y hablar por teléfono. I prefer to travel by train and speak by phone. In cases of mistaken identity or meaning to be seen as, we can also use por. Me tienen por loco. They take me for crazy. You can use por to show the reason for an errand when you use it with verbs like ir, venir, pasar, mandar, volver, and preguntar. Here's an example. Paso por ti a las 8. I'll come by for you at 8 o'clock. Por can be followed by an infinitive to express an action that remains to be completed. So you use por plus infinitive. Here is an example. La cena está por cocinar. Dinner has yet to be cooked. Okay, so far I've given you a lot of ways to use por. I know it is a very complicated preposition, but bear with me. We have few more ways to use por to express cause or reason. For example, el hombre murió por falta de agua. The man died for lack of water. Or to be in the mood or inclined to do something. And for that you need the verb estar. Estar por. Estoy por tomar café. I am in the mood for drinking coffee. In passive constructions, or tell who wrote a letter or document or book, we use por. El libro fue escrito por Octavio Paz. The book was written by Octavio Paz. Or esta carta fue escrita por Raquel. This letter was written by Raquel. Yeah, maybe I forgot a few more uses for por. But don't worry, on the next video with por, we'll address some other things that you can do with por, okay? If you have any questions between now and Saturday, let me know so I can include those questions into that video. Muy bien, that's it for this video on the preposition por, part 1. Hopefully, you found it helpful. Let me know if you have any questions or comments about this video, and do not forget to practice your own sentences. Don't forget to recommend and subscribe to my channel for updates on new Spanish video lessons. It's free. Gracias por ver mi video. Hasta el próximo video.